Hi everyone, Jennifer here, and this week I'm going to be decorating my week number 18. I am a bit behind. I usually decorate my pages 2 to 3 weeks at a time, but I've just been so busy these past couple of weeks, so I haven't had a chance to decorate my Filofax pages. So today I'm going to try and show you guys really how I do this from scratch. And so warning, this is going to be a long video, so I hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna start off by removing these pages from my Filofax. And just to point out that I do sometimes open my rings incorrectly, so I am going to open them from here. That's why these tabs are here, and I usually pull them, and it's not good to pull them. You're supposed to use it here. So there's that. Let me remove these pages and set my Filofax aside. As you can see here, I already have some little notes written, and that's okay. I have written them with my friction pen, so that if I need to change something, I can just change it out and erase it. Just have some paper clips here from the previous week. I'm just going to remove that. Okay, let's get started. I did already pick out my theme for the week, and since it's the first week of May, I went with a May flowers theme. So of course I picked my washi tape first. That's how I start, and I went with this. This is I picked this out first. I wanted to use this washi tape. It has like red stitching and then some flowers. And then I picked this red tape next, and it's a red and it has these flowers on them. And then next I chose my thin tapes, and that's this green right here. I picked that, and then this purple to go with some of the purple and these flowers. So let's decorate the edges first. I already have my scissors handy, so I'm going to put this on the top. And you guys, I really take my time with these pages. I know some of you really don't have the time to be doing things like this, but really it's my little time for me to just relax and just do this. Then I'm going to do the other side. And the thing with these washi tapes is that most of them are removable. So if you mess up, it's okay. You can just remove it and start over again. And I'm just following the line of the paper. Same thing when I'm cutting here. Just going along the paper like that. Now I'm going to do the bottom. And some of you have asked if I cut my washi tape, and I don't. Only the really thick ones, sometimes I will cut them, but I will cut them to this standard size tape. I don't have the size right at the top of my head right now. but most washi tapes are that one size. I like the look of that so far, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue. And just little by little attaching the tape here. Okay. And this is a darker tape, so I'm just going to flip that so that I can see where I'm cutting. So, it's a little bit off. There we go. Alright, so that's that so far. Now I'm going to use my thin tapes. And let's go with the green first. And I am going to put some green up here. And then again, I'm just using this line up here as my reference. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut it right here. Since it will block the hole there. And then, let's see, I'll use my purple tape. And I will do it usually here in between the weekends. Like so. Now, I am going to go ahead and stamp with my Muji stamp. And the color that I chose for this week is this pink grapefruit. And it's not really pink. This is actually a new color that came out, I believe. So I just did a little swatch for you guys here to see those new colors. Very nice and fruity. Pink grapefruit is right here. It doesn't really look too pink. It has more like a red-ish color to it. So I'm going to go for that. Here's a Mango Madness, Persimmon, and Key Lime. So I'm going to go for that pink grapefruit. I just really wanted to use this. And here's my stamp. Let's remove this. And I go about doing it this way. I take the dewdrop and then I press down on here so that I can see if I'm getting a good even coat on the stamp pad. And I'm just checking to see if the ink is okay and even. I'm going to put that aside and I'm going to start. I'm going to stamp it here at the edge of the paper with the check mark going that way. And I'm using this line as my guide. So I'm aligning this bottom line here to this line here. And this takes practice, but I'm just visualizing that this line is going to be even with this line. I need to be a little bit closer. I usually really do this up close, but let's see if I can get this. Sorry if you guys see my head or something. But I really need to visualize that line. And then I'm gonna sit there for a few seconds, really stamp it all over, make sure it's even, and then release. That's pretty good. Do you see how that line, that bottom line I'm saying, is even with this line here? So I'm going to go ahead and keep continuing going down. Again, placing this down, taking my dewdrop, and then putting the ink on the stamp, like so. Looks even, put that down. Again, I'm going to go ahead and follow this line here as my guide. Press. Take a couple seconds and release. And then once I get here, you can see that washi tape gets in the way. So now I'm still going to use this line as my guide. Or actually, I'm going to use the edge of this washi tape as my guide. So I'm trying to align this bottom line here right at the edge of this tape here. Okay, that should be good. Release. And so that line up here is going to overlap just a little bit, but it's not too bad. And you can see the bottom line hits that top edge of the washi tape right there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Move this aside. And this time I'm going to be, let's see, stamping it so that the check marks are on this side and I'm at this edge of the paper. I like stamping the Muji stamp right by the rings because I've noticed that if I stamp it on this side that I don't want to block this, the day and the date. So that's why I have a little bit more space on this side of the page. So I'm going to go ahead. Again, I'm going to use this bottom line as my guide. We're almost done here. And then again, I'm going to use the bottom of this washi tape as my guide. And then my last one. ignore all the check marks. And I'm using this bottom or the top of the washi tape as my guide. There you go. And then after this, I'm going to rewrite this here. And I'm going to be using my masking stickers here. And I've gone with this green washi tape here. Should I go with that? Oh, I think I'll go with the darker one. And I've written that my daughter is going back to school here, so I'm just going to erase that. And then take one of these flags here. And then let me erase that a little better. Attach this here, like so. And then again, write what I need to write. Back to school. Like so. And then another thing I'm going to choose is if I need extra pages where I need to write a couple things. I have this Martha Stewart pad here, and then these really go well with my theme for this week. I have this nice white paper with some red flowers. I could use that. And then again, I'll just tear these out and keep them in my Filofax. That one's a nice one as well with the floral. I think that's it. Yep. So I'll tear those out and then keep them in the back pocket. And this week, let's see what kind of pen I'm going for. I might go with purple ink. And I'm going to be using this new friction pen. It's the 0.7 friction pen. And this is a thinner barrel than the US version. And this is the US version of the Pilot Friction 0.7 millimeter. So this is going to fit in my pen loop. Also, I just wanted to point out this week I did move into my personal songbird. So I will place them back here like so. And then another thing is I wanted to show you guys these glues, adhesives. This is a pen that you could use if some of you have been mentioning that your sticky notes do not stick on the pages. Just not these, but similar to these kind of sticky notes. So what I do is I use this pen and then I just glue some on the back and then place them on the page, or you can use tape runner. It looks like this. And then you would just strip it onto the sticky note. So I just wanted to share those couple of things with you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to stay tuned at the end of the week to see how this all turns out. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.